Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to show you guys a day in the life of placement as a Western PT student. I'm having some breakfast, some nice fruit, and an egg. The setup of the room. They have European style beds, so it's a nice curve at the end. So here we have Travis. He's one of the physios at Shift Physiotherapy. He's gonna give some insight about the physiotherapy profession. So I just wanted to ask, what is your favorite thing about being a physio, and what do you think is like the biggest challenge or something that is not so favored?
My favorite thing is helping people get back to what their goals are. So whether it's picking up their kids or going for walks, whatever it happens to be, or going back to a sport. I think the biggest challenge for me is sometimes getting people on board with the rehab program and changing their perspective of what an injury is, or what success is in terms of that recovery process.
Exactly. That's why you have this book, Motivational Interviewing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. One more question. What's your favorite thing about working at Shift? So this clinic in particular.
So the best thing about here is that everyone has the same mindset of kind of furthering their education and trying to provide the best quality care that we can provide. And so that can vary quite a bit from certain clinics. And so we're trying to stick to that mantra and maintain that level of quality for every person that comes through.
Do you mind if I show
Sure.
Look, he's furthering his education as an S-camp therapist. Here we come in. Here's the waiting area. We have some Crocs here, very trendy. Then reception. A nice little store. Just what I need. You have the equipment. When you're on the treadmill, you can stare at yourself. The Ultra G machine, anti-gravity treadmill. First, they come with these shorts you put on. And then you see the zipper. This is where the zipper goes. Then lots of air fills it in. And then you can adjust the amount of weight control, and you can see yourself walking on there. We have like the treatment rooms, shuttle, and then a little kitchen area. There's my bike. Let's go to the back. Cycle. We have this traction machine. You see there's this pelvic belt, thoracic belt. I've never used it myself, but kind of tie it around yourself, connect it on, and this machine probably just pulls you and tractions you. My roommate Natalie made some high-protein cookie dough. What's so funny?
I don't know, I've just never seen people vlog before, so.
After placement treat.
Okay, I'm ready to meet your prioritize.
Outside.
I should wear the really pretty dress.
Yes.
The one I bought.
Yes, you should. I'm back home. I'll try to kind of summarize what I saw today. We had a few like total hip and total knee patients, which means that they had total hip or total knee surgery. And after those, usually they have really limited range of motion, especially for the total knee. It's a lot more intensive than people think. Originally, I thought that they would undergo the surgery and then they have a new knee, right? Like all the problems are solved, nothing's wrong. First priority is to gain range of motion, specifically 120 degrees of knee flexion and 0 degrees of extension, and then focusing more on strength of those muscles. So this is obviously specifically for the knee. We had a patient with like some rotator cuff issues and a patient or client, I guess. I know patient is the same as client. Some people say client is better, so maybe I should say client. There was a client that we were seeing again who had an AC joint separation, and it was actually really interesting to physically see the step deformity because I've never seen that like outside of a textbook before. Outside of today, I've also seen some pelvic health patients, which is actually crazy because like they do the internal exams, and I guess I'm just not used to seeing people naked. Maybe that's immature of me, and as I see more, I will be more comfortable with it. It's definitely very important after women give birth and even beforehand. It's kind of something that is not really talked about, but is actually very common for women to have issues with the bladder and the muscles down there after giving birth, which makes total sense because of all of the stretching and all of the trauma that childbirth would give. So specifically what I do try to practice the subjective history taking, especially during assessments. Now they're kind of getting me to do more of the objective part too, or like the clinical examination. I also supervise and kind of oversee some of the patients that are more independent. So that's my placement experience so far. Also in terms of what I've been up to so far, I literally took a nap. So that wasn't interesting. I didn't show that. Work is tiring. Placement is tiring.
Hi.
Show off your nice dress.
Do you like it?
Yeah. It's cute.
So you must tell them to follow me on TikTok.
Hey,
Yes, I will.
Oh my gosh.
Cece has a gaming TikTok. What is your
Sassy7_.
Okay, I'll write it on the screen. So check her out.
And
Okay.
Natalie who doesn't want to be filmed.
It's like natural to like
Yeah.
keep going, you know?
That's crazy how in order to serve it in 2 plates, they would pay $2.
I know.
I know. Yeah.
Language is posting on Instagram.
Language is quality time.
Yes.
That's actually mine. That's an issue too.
Issue for what?
No, I mean like, because he's always on his phone too. Not like on her
My
date,
issue
but like,
is
I don't like seeing people
Lucia's
multitask.
instructions giving back.
Yes,
Actual love language.
like physical touch. I also like quality time and like
But quality time to me, I count it as like not really a language because everybody would ideally.
you wouldn't expect that, I guess.
Just let me know when.
I have a question for you all. Evidently, we did not finish all the wine, but if the cork is too fat to fit back in, is it okay for me to just reseal it like this? Is this the same thing? It's 11:30 now, so I think I'm gonna end the day here. Thank you so much for following along with me today on my day. And I just have to say, placement is really getting me more motivated and excited to become a physiotherapist. And if you have any questions about placement or about physio school in general, you can feel free to leave it down below and I can answer it in the comments. I'll see you next time. Good night.